I don't care anymore. Like, I could never hit a PR in my life ever again and be totally cool with it. But it's like, at the end of the day, if we have something programmed, whether it's squatting, whether it's strict press, whether it's bench press, like, I want to be able to do it rather than like the past couple months, it's like, how many different ways can we scale this? Or like, okay, this is working triceps, let's do triceps, you know? So it's like, just being able to do our programming would be like my measure of success, if you will.
And to me, the cool thing about what's going on with you is you got a surgical consult. They said you're not surgical. They did stem cells. And then the advice was, look, like garlic bread, when the cheese is melted, you can train again. So now here we are 5 weeks later. And well, what I'm going to do with you today really falls into the scope of any coach in any gym who has the appropriate skill set.
It just like, it gets mentally taxing after a while, because like I said, it's like, at the end of the day, like, you just want you want to follow a program and like maximize, you know, it's written a certain way for a reason, so you want to maximize, you know, the results of this program. So it's like, just being able to do the movements is huge, but it's like, ironically, all my favorite things are the things that I can't do anymore, because it's like, I used to be able to overhead squat like 225, used to be able to jerk 225. It's like, even now, if you pass me a barbell, like so it's like, all the things that I used to love doing, it was like the reason why I really love training. It's like, I can't do a lot of those movements. So again, like, do I want a PR? No, but like, just be able to be like, oh, like, I can do these again if I choose to. Like, I think that'd be huge. But even just, again, like, quality of life, where it's like, cool, like, I'd like to sleep through the night and not, you know, wake up in pain. That'd be rad. So since stem cells, like, it has gotten better, you know, like, and obviously taking the past month off, because you know, I just haven't been doing upper body. So like, there's definitely, like, I haven't been waking up in pain or anything like that, but just, you know, just being able to get back, like, just feeling like an adequate person in the gym would be nice.
So we're going to go back to the garage later on and test range of motion. But since we're going to try to beat the weather, I want to see what pull-ups look like, banded, unbanded, all that kind of stuff, so we can just start to draw some decisions about load versus capacity. Cool? So let's see what you can do in the absence of support. Let's go on, I mean, you can use whatever you want, straight bar or the bar in the back. I mean, the rounded bars. So just do like 5 or 6 reps, as high as you can pull. Any discomfort with that?
Yes.
Where?
So on the left side, kind of right here, which is where I was having shoulder pain anyway.
Underneath.
So I tore on the shoulder in the front, and that's where I had the bank cart repair. And then the pain with this one has always been the...
Same discomfort?
A lot more comfortable.
Okay, come on down.
So thick I can't even jump up. Oh, Jesus.
Ready?
Yep.
How's that feel?
Like a 1 or maybe a 0. I could be here all day.
Perfect. Okay, come on down. So what we're looking for with stuff like that is, we get all the time with people who are like, I can't press weight overhead, it hurts. I can't do pull-ups, it hurts. I was told not to do pull-ups because pull-ups hurt, right? True, at that weight. So this would be like if you said, whenever I do back squats over 250 pounds, it really hurts my knee. Anything under 250 is totally fine.
Yep.
Well, then we can still train back squats. We just have to build capacity so that 250 feels like 150.
Today with Sean, we basically walked through a bunch of different movements. So we did a couple different pressing varieties, a couple different pulling varieties, and basically just testing the difference between both of my shoulders with how much weight each one can bear, and then just seeing, again, how they're functioning in different movements. And so it was super surprising because the pain with my shoulders is totally different. And so I experienced a lot of pain on the shoulder I had surgery on in the front, whereas my other shoulder, it's a lot of pain in the back. So there were big differences. So I'm super excited to see movement-wise and programming-wise what they kind of come up with, because I really feel like a lot of times during movements, I'm working with two totally different shoulders. So kind of finding that balance and bringing it back to center for both is going to be really exciting, but probably really difficult as well.
Body feeling better as fast as possible, and it doesn't matter how it fits in with what you're doing otherwise. It's just, okay, I want to feel better as fast as possible. Program me to feel better as fast as possible.
Cool.
That would be my recommendation. Any deviation from that just means, okay, we can still do it. It's going to take longer.
Yep, because on my end, again, like I have to perform demo movements for our programming, so it's like, and that's easy, you know, that's 5 reps of something, that's not gonna wreck anything, but it sounds like ultimately, like, best bet is gonna be continue doing Paragon lower body days, which we have 2 of them, and then 3 days a week, and I still think, again, starting with less, and then we can always add, but start with 2, like, upper body days from you guys, and then add a 3rd if it seems, you know, if it fits the bill.
I think you'd be better off with 3 upper body days.
Okay. I mean, CrossFitter mentality, more is better in my little brain.
Because
so I'm okay with that.
you would probably get 2 real work days and 1 intentional recovery upper body day.
Okay.
So it's not just like 5 days of stagnation and rest. There's an intentional flowy day that's just meant to keep you moving, keep you feeling good, keep the blood flow, keep the health in there.
Can I have lots of bicep curls?
Maybe we can do bicep curls.
All of the bicep curls. Just trying to look good over here.
And the biggest mistake I think you can make is setting in your mind, so a month of this and then we'll see where we're at. Like, you should be thinking like, okay, the next 6 months of my training life are different.
Cool, I'm down with that.
Okay.
You could tell me to eat shit and I'd be like, okay, if it gets me out of pain. Yeah.
I don't think we've ever done that. I don't think you could be the first one we told to eat shit. We've told people to kick rocks, but never to eat shit. Yeah, I think that you're looking at, like, what we see with people like you is typically once you're past rehab, which essentially you are now, it's 3 months to feeling really good, and then it gets dangerous.
Yeah.
Because then
you want to bail. You want to bail.
Well, then even if you didn't bail, then it's like, hey, I just threw in like this quick set of, and we're like, yeah, how'd it feel? And you're like, good, felt great. We're like, fuck. Like,
And that's when you blow it.
Right. I kind of wish it hurt a little bit. Not a lot, just like a little bit to keep you reminded. I think 3 months you're going to feel like a different person. I think at that point we start to add things back in at a very, very methodical, scientific, titrated rate. And then at 6 months you're like, yeah, like this is how my shoulders are supposed to feel. And then we really get after intensity and full-blown return to sport.
So what you're saying is that at 6 months, we secure the bag. I think that's what kids call it these days,
I don't know
securing the bag.
Is that like losing that virginity? Is that securing the bag? Okay. In 6 months, your shoulder's bag will be secure. Yeah, probably. And then after that, it just depends on, at that point, a lot of clients stick around for the guidance to be like, hey, like, is 30 muscle ups for time cool now? And then what can I do tomorrow? Other clients are like, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking go. I feel good.
Ghost.
Right. And look, we serve both. We just know that.
So it seems like with ActiveLifeRX, it's very much like nutrition coaching. So like people want to rush into things and, you know, maybe it's 3 months later, they're like, fuck yeah, I lost weight. Well, see you later. And like on the coaching end, you're like, wait. Like, yes, your goal was to lose fat. We made you lose fat, but now we need to help get you back up to a higher caloric intake, give you more calories, get your body back to a safe place. And so very similarly, yes, in 3 months I could be feeling really good, and then I might rush back to my typical training and then, you know, either fuck it up, blow it, or, you know, just kind of undo all the good things we just did. So it's like that extra 3 months allows you as a coach to get back to a position where it's like, okay, like you graduated, cruise on with life, please be smart, see you later.
Yeah, what we see often is my goal is to feel better. As soon as I feel better, I want to be gone.
Yep.
So when it comes to our clients, we tell them, first we want to build your competence. Then we're going to build your confidence. Then we create proficiency. And then we put all of that together and create a habitually different person who would never have hurt themselves doing these things in the first place. That's the goal.
I'm really confident in Sean's plan of attack, and I think another thing that I'm really excited about is we have a gym program with hundreds and hundreds of people, and so I'm excited to see what I can take from our learning experience of working together and apply it back to our members.